Hi there, Bella Vista. This is JB Portello with another In the Know, and my friend Tom Judson.
How are you?
I love the way Debbie says this at the orientation meetings. He is the COO of the BOA. That's kind of cool. So all those acronyms aside, welcome.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So we had a pretty quick, I think, but always eventful board meeting last time.
Yeah, it went well. We always start our meetings with celebrating success. And this month we recognize Chris Faulkner. He's a member of our marketing team. And he was nominated by Tommy Lee, who's in charge of our F&B team. And he nominated him because all the great stuff that Chris has been jumping in to fix and work on and make more efficient and so forth. So Chris is a great guy with a dry sense of humor, and we love him.
Oh, I know. And you know, I don't know if you know this, but he's also a very important volunteer to the TV station.
Yeah, absolutely.
He has a great background in sets and with his IT experience, I mean, he can just pretty much do anything. And you're right. He's got a very dry sense of humor.
Absolutely. And he's the man behind the scenes when it comes to all our board meetings and our committee meetings. He's the producer that live streams all those meetings. So
he's also the one that hits that little stupid light when we don't turn on our mics.
Absolutely.
All right. But anyway, I think that was a great celebrating success.
I agree.
And he deserves it. Hey, speaking of recent things, how did the golf tournament, the charity thing, turn out?
The golf for charity?
Yeah.
Yeah, it went really, really well. I tell you what, a week or so beforehand, Daryl, who's in charge of our golf team, we were a little nervous. The reservations kind of started slow. If you recall, that was a hot day.
Yes.
And so forth. As it worked out, it was a huge success. The entire group brought in $45,000 for local charities.
Unbelievable.
You know, the POA, we donated all green fees for the day. And then we had a silent auction and a wine pull, and we had charitable donations, and we had the Sock It To Me and all these things. $45,000. Just an outstanding day for charity. We're going to be bringing it back next year and hopefully make it even better.
Well, if it was your idea, congratulations. I think that's fabulous. I don't know whose idea it was, but it works.
Yeah, it was. What's really great about this one is that we were telling members to play that day.
Yes.
Everybody come out and play, no matter what time, play, because your green fees go to the local charity.
Yes, yes. That is wonderful. Okay, so we didn't really have a lot of other things going on at the board meeting. A couple of things. I think the proposed improvements to the gear garden.
Yeah, so the gear garden, we're becoming a victim of our own success. We keep on running out of kegs, which is a great problem to have. And so we're going to get a storage unit, on-site storage unit where we can store kegs. The state liquor license doesn't allow you to move kegs from one location to another. At the last state I was in, they did allow that. So we acted like a central warehouse where we would send out product. You can't do that here. So we have to store it on site, and the storage container that we use is just not big enough. So we're going to get another storage unit. We're going to kind of tuck it into the corner and make sure it's not, obtrusive in the way. And then we're going to replace all the remaining concrete benches because we have several, and they date back at least, I'm not exaggerating, 50 years.
Maybe we ought to hook up with the museum and put some of them. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, when you take them out, they kind of fall
kind of
apart.
crumble.
Yeah. So we're real excited about getting kind of the last finishing touches to get that, because one of the things that we shared at the board meeting is the first year, which was a partial year, we brought in $50,000 in revenue. Second year, we brought in $100,000 in revenue. This year, we're projecting that we're going to bring in $200,000 in revenue.
Unbelievable.
So you got to like that. So we're real excited.
Well, and I love what you've done there by adding the food trucks and the entertainment and all of that. And really, it's very successful. Very successful.
Very pleased. A lot of people like it.
Yeah. Okay. So how's the rec coming along?
The rec is doing really well. So our next tour is July 18th. So a week from today. Well, depending upon when this episode gets released, it's at 3:00. Show up and we'll give you a tour. We've been doing tours every month. This will be our fourth that we're giving, and we will give them throughout until we open up the facility. So it's we have a number of people that are coming every single time, and they're seeing that progress every month. Yeah. And then we have a lot of newbies that have this is the first time through, and they're real excited. So.
Yeah, I kind of skipped over something new that's kind of important. Let's just talk a little bit about the definitions of improved lots, unimproved lot, just for clarity.
So the board just approved policy 10.02, and that policy is about what is the definition of an improved lot, because we have people paying $16 for unimproved and $40 a month for improved. And what's the difference? And the easy definition is a water meter. Now, in our policy, if anybody wants to get hyper technical, go to the policy, read the whole thing, because it really spells it out in much more detail. But essentially, if you have a meter, then it's improved. Now, we have a lot of people that will build their home maybe straddling two lines, two property lines. And in that case, what we do is we designate one as unimproved and the other one as improved.
Gotcha. Okay.
So forth. So just I encourage our viewers to go on to our website, look at policy 10.02. It's very informative. We used to have that information on the back of our bills, our water bills, and we're just trying to declutter our water bill, so we put it into a policy. So it's not like we invented this policy just recently. It's been around forever, but we're just now kind of memorializing it.
Gotcha. Yeah, well, that makes sense. And we've got a lot of new people here too, so it won't hurt us to periodically go over what does this policy really mean. Yeah. So we can do that later, I think. Okay, so you've got Back to School Bash. What's that all about?
That's coming at the Gear Garden, and that's going to be August 11th through the 13th. What we found is if we throw an event at the Gear Garden, they come.
Yes, they do.
They love. Our membership loves bands and special events and trivia nights
and beer. Yes.
And beer. And we're just really enjoying it. It's a lot of fun. It's getting a lot of activity. And so, so the next big event heading your way at the Gear Garden is August 11th through 13th. But make sure you sign up for the newsletter.
Yes.
Because, so I was going through the newsletter yesterday, and, we have a ton of events heading your way. And so you might want like one, not the other, and you pick and choose, and it's a lot of fun.
What does, help me understand what the Back to School Bash means? Is it connected with kids or anything, or just like, hey, it's time to go back to school?
I absolutely have no idea. But they offer beer, so I'm interested.
Okay, I gotcha. Well, I don't know about you, but September, August, especially September, I never could figure out why that was not the start of the year. Because, when you're a kid, you get new clothes, school, the whole thing. So anyway, we're going to have fun, right?
And I do know this, is that, families like to come out. The Gear Garden is under the beautiful canopy, and kids will be playing in the stream. We've done face painting. We've done balloon guy. I think we did a magic show.
I was going to say
we've done a lot of different things. So families like to come out and partake in a beer and go to the food truck, and then also make sure their kids are having an enjoyable time. So I envision that's what's going on, but unfortunately, I can't give you any more specifics.
Okay, all right, that works for me. Okay, so we have another great successful thing that happens at the Highlands. So we're going to have Paul Gomez on here in a few minutes.
Oh my God! Should I apologize in advance?
Probably.
Okay. All right.
But anyway, he's done some incredible things
Yeah,
there.
Paul's
for
a great guy.
entertainment.
Just
Yeah.
don't say anything to him.
Okay,
Just
I
don't,
won't
just,
tell him.
Just don't tell him.
Yeah.
You just encourage him along. It's going to be bad.
Okay.
I'm just telling you.
All right. Well, hey, thank you as always.
Absolutely.
And I'll be seeing you a lot, but before now and next time. But next time we're going to have some more fun things for you to know about In the Know, and we'll be right back.
You got it.
Hi, Bella Vista. We're back, and with another good friend of mine, Paul Gomez.
Hi, JB.
How have you been lately?
I've been fantastic. Thanks for asking. Busy, busy, busy.
Absolutely.
The other hat that I wear at Kingsdale keeps me very busy.
I was going to say, you are the Kingsdale Golf Complex supervisor, first and foremost,
Primarily,
but you have another fun title and a thing that you do.
I do.
Would you like to tell us all about what's going on at Highlands?
So the other hat that I'm wearing is running the trivia night and the music bingo night out at the Highlands. It's about, generally speaking, every other Saturday night. We started just with trivia, and it was just a blowout. In fact, the first trivia night I got there to set up about 5:30 for a 6 o'clock start, and it had been full since 4:30.
I know.
So people really loved it.
People like events here, don't they?
They do. They like to getting together and this big social event, a lot of tables and interaction amongst the crowd. And then we introduced music bingo.
How did that go? Because I didn't get to come to
Oh
that.
my goodness, music bingo was a blast.
Yeah.
So we did, the first one was a classic rock theme, and everybody is chiming in, singing, because basically it's just like bingo. What it's not is not music trivia, right? So you don't have to know a bunch of stuff about songs trivia. You just have to be able to, whenever your song is called out, just like in bingo, I tell you the name of the song and you put your little dauber on the card, and when you fill your card up with whatever shape I told you to design, then you get a bingo.
Oh, so you design a shape.
Yeah, I kind of found some cool sites, like one is a star or a champagne glass or whatever it is, that four corners, all the different ways you can do bingo.
Okay.
So how it works, well, first of all, trivia.
Yes.
Okay, so trivia is 7 categories, 7 rounds, I should say, with 9 questions per round. Okay. And they're all differently typical trivia. There's geography or culture, arts, history, things of that nature, entertainment. And then there's one round that is unique to that night. And so we've been kind of calling it the theme of that trivia night. Last time it was NBA. So for people who want to come to a trivia night and you see it says NBA, it doesn't mean that all the questions are about NBA. It just means there's one round that is dedicated to that particular category. And then we'll still have all the other rounds. And it's a lot of fun. We award, at my sole discretion, the best named team.
I love that.
It was so fun. There's some great creative minds out there.
But
So
you
we
can't always repeat their names.
Yeah, no, sometimes I have to use a little discretion. I have to bleep myself whenever,
Yes.
but they're funny. And so we got best team name, most creative team name, first place, second place, and third place.
Okay.
And they all get gift cards. And we have Bentonville Brewery that sometimes also supports and gives some donations for that. So trivia is great. If you're going to come to trivia, you need to come a little bit early because it will fill up.
Yes.
We have 6 players per team allowed. And then after that, we just fill up the place. So it's a lot of fun. And you get to have pizza, have a cocktail, have a beer.
Or 2 or 3.
I heard Tom really likes beer.
Yeah, he does.
He only mentioned that about 8 times a while ago. So he ought to come too. We have some beer for him there too. So.
Okay, good.
But that's trivia.
Okay. All right, so it's free to play. Free.
Absolutely
you just
free to
kinda
play.
Come
You
and-
just show up and then we give you stuff.
Okay. And there are genres for everybody.
There are genres for everybody. Now in Music Bingo, what we were doing is we're picking 2 categories. The last Music Bingo we did, we had theme songs from the 90s and then theme songs from the 2000s. So again, you don't have to know all these songs from the 90s or the 2000s. I'm going to, like a DJ, play a short snippet of the song. And then like maybe the first round, I'll tell you, this is Hotel California by the Eagles. And you find it and you put it on your thing.
Oh, well, that's easy.
And then I make it a little harder. I'm going to say this song is by the Eagles, and then they have to find it. so that you get a little bit of an advantage if you know the song, so you might bingo before somebody else. And then
you reel them in.
Yeah, reel them in. That's right. And then the third round, I don't tell them anything. I just play the song, and if they know it, then eventually we'll tell them the full name of the song and who does it, and then they get to bingo it. So what's great about this is it doesn't matter if you're. I have a table out there. They call themselves a kids table. So we got some young families, some people my age, not quite so young, and then everything in the middle. And everybody's singing all the songs.
Oh, that's
fun. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. So
that is great. Now you are going to do something a little special coming up.
So we're teasing around, playing with the idea of something that we call a boozy spelling bee. Boozy spelling bee, Tom.
Beer.
We'll see you there. Beer. Boozy. That's right. So more details to come out on that, but that should be a lot of fun also.
Oh, I can't wait.
Yeah, it'd be a lot of
All
fun.
right. Okay, so that's starting soon, so stay tuned, right?
Stay tuned. Yeah, you got to be sure you sign up for all those email updates.
That's right. As Tom said, and as you're saying, as we're all saying, everybody out there, sign up for those newsletters because that's where you get all this cool information.
That's right.
And you know what's coming up. So, all right. Well, hey, I'm so glad to see you. I haven't seen you in a long time.
Absolutely.
And you come back anytime you want because we'll catch up later.
Great. Thank you.
Thank you, Bella Vista. One more time, you're in the know.